Hello, 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 hello. Everything working? Is this thing on? I hope so. Good evening, good evening. I am very loud. I like that. Good evening, I'm Gilganos, and today we're continuing our blind playthrough of Bloodborne. For those who don't know, blind means we don't want any information about the game from chat or any other sources, if explicitly asked so by the words lemon cake. So all the questions that we pose during the stream will be rhetorical and do not want answering, except in that case that I just said. Yeah, so last time, we have an exclamation fashion command now for our dear fashion police over there. Speaking of fashion, that's actually the first thing we're gonna do in just a minute. After I try to remember what we did last time. Oh yeah, we saw some very disturbing snakeheads. I remember. We did not find a boss last time, interestingly enough. Even though we were alive for like 5 hours, right? We found basically Harvest Valley, right? I don't remember what it's called, but it looked like Harvest Valley. It had a poisonous swamp somewhere, so close enough, right? What else did we do last time? We found a new friend. We found so many places. We found quite a bit. Did we find Hamvik Channel Line last time? I'm not even sure anymore. It's been like 10 days, right? So yeah. So many places, and they all look fabulous. Exactly. So the plan for the day is that we're first gonna dive into the Chalice dungeon over here once more and see if we get a little further this time, because I feel like we have much more HP this time, right? So maybe it's not gonna be that bad. And I'm also growing really comfortable with my new favorite weapon here. The little cleaver, the saw cleaver. I like it. It's a good weapon. I really like it. What else? Alright, fashion. Last time, we forgot to use our buckies to actually buy the fashion from the messengers, right? Which I think... Actually, which one was it? Because I did buy it at this point. Now I would just remember what it is. Dang. Is it a Tomb Prospectus Garb? I think it's a Tomb Prospectus Garb, right? It's gotta be. Because I do remember everything else, basically. Also, I found out what how it's pronounced. It's actually a Gascogne. Because it seems to be, it's quite interesting. At least of what I've read on Reddit and other sources. It is a French word. It originally does not have an I in there, which would be Gascogne. And the one person on Reddit claimed that the I was added so that English native speakers could pronounce it more easily. Weirdly enough, now if you still pronounce it French, it's Gascogne, which sounds even weirder. But I guess the English-speaking natives, the native English speakers just pronounce it Gascoigne, so that's probably why they added the I. Because there is as it seems, a soccer player, actually a football player. I'm European, we call it football here, right? Football player with that name, and the announcers just always call them Gascoigne. But it is Gascogne. And originally, it should be Gascogne. So we're calling it Gascogne. Yay! Papa Gascogne. Alright. Now that we clarified this, let's have a look at the Tomb Prospectus Cup. I did buy this while farming. So we currently have, I think, almost 300 blood vials. Oh no, never mind. We have, no we do. 297 stored and 20 on hand. I hope that's gonna be enough for this. I hope this is gonna be enough for the stream, right? And 300 Quicksilver bullets, because we have not really made excessive use of those last time, right? So pretty easy. It should be Père Gascogne. Well, yes. No. Because names and... No. Nah. It's Father Gascogne. Whatever. And like, he's an immigrant. He came from, I don't know, from France, and he immigrated to Yarnam, and here they speak English, as it seems, so. But he still, wanted to stay true to his roots. And then he was like, nobody can pronounce it, so I'm just adding an I. Anyhow. While farming, I also got the 36k runes to actually buy the tomb... What's it called? The Tomb Prospectus Garb. But I haven't worn it yet, and I also haven't read it yet. I just bought it. Ooh, kind of solemn. Beasts all over the shop. What do you mean beasts all over the shop? Did I miss something? What's with the shining coins? I still wonder. I'll hope I find out at some point, right? Yeah, I still haven't bought any other weapon. I mean, the flame sprayer sounds kind of interesting, but I feel like these are mostly more, you know, fun weapons. And not... I mean, there might be a one fight or something where the cannon might actually be useful or something like that, right? Minus exhalation. Oh, you'll be one of them sooner or later. That's what Papa Gascogne said. Well, okay. That looks kind of nice. Let's read it. Before we forget, right? A tier of tomb prospectors who explore the old labyrinth on behalf of the Healing Church. The Healing Church traces its roots to Byrgenwerth and is therefore aware of the ruins' true importance. Ruins of Byrgenwerth? Yeah, you're just quoting, okay. They contain much more than mere hunter trinkets. Indeed, they hide the very secrets of the old great ones, sought after by those with the insight of imagined greatness. To imagine greatness. With the insight of imagined to imagine greatness. Alright. Yeah, we've heard of the great ones multiple times already, right? I wonder if they're gonna play a role, or if they're just a bit of lore. Very appropriate to jump into the Chalice dungeons in the tomb perspective sets. Actually makes sense, yeah, now that I think about it, right? Because we're literally jumping into a tombstone, basically, right? Not sure if the Chalice dungeon itself is a tomb, kind of. It could look like a crypt, right? Could be a crypt, something like that. At least the one that we've seen so far. I think this is the same text. Yeah. Same text. Same text. Alrighty. Nice. New drip. And the Tomb of the Gods should be familiar to every hunter. Alfred. Yeah. I'm still not sure about the Tomb of the Gods. Because Alfred did talk to us about the Tomb of the Gods right before we, well, left Yharnam. I'm just assuming that while the region is probably called Yharnam, the city itself is probably called Yharnam, right? And we kind of left it to Harvest Valley, even though it's not called Harvest Valley, but it's Harvest Valley for me. Because I obviously can't remember the actual name. Oh my god, I'm so bad with names. Well, the Forbidden Woods, right. I remember those. Was it just called the Forbidden Woods? I guess so. Actually, those are the two nightmares, right? The lecture building and... No. Actually, there's only one nightmare. Wait, we did have a lamp in the second nightmare, right? Did I not activate that? Well, okay, whatever. Let's dive into the Chalice dungeon for now. And see... Pthumeru. And see how it goes. I can't promise we're gonna do the whole. I don't know how long it is, and I don't wanna, you know, like spend the whole stream on just doing the Chalice dungeon. I'm assuming we're gonna do like a maximum of 1 to 2 hours in this. And then we're probably gonna go back to the village we've seen in the Forbidden Woods, because there's the the poisonous swamp in the cave below, right? Then after that, we're probably gonna continue after where the windmills are. Alright, so. Well, it kinda looks like a tomb, right? This is where we fought the undead giant last time, right? Actually, I did I add? I think I added a new command, right? Because I did remove the undead giant from the boss's command. Now I only should... Haha, how did I call it? Did I call it Chalice? Because I did realize that I probably want to have the Chalice dungeon bosses in a different command, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we have exclamation mark Chalice for the Chalice dungeon bosses that we've defeated so far. Is this where we came from, or is it the other side? Probably this is where we came from, right? Let's check. If it goes upwards, right? Oh, it does go. Okay, it does go downwards, so this is where we want to go. All right, I'm nervous because we got our ass handed to us last time here, right? Yeah, so hopefully we're gonna do better this time. Let's see. I also don't know if the difficulty increases from each floor or if it's only between different dungeons and stuff like that, right? Gonna be fine, don't worry about it. Yeah. But you always say. But in the end it is usually fine, right? But I mean, yeah, we still have no idea if there is fresh concrete, meaning illusionary walls in this game, right? So, and obviously I don't want to know. Rhetorical question. Oh, I thought there was... Ah, it's a very similar layout, right? God, I don't trust it when it's so quiet. I'm assuming this is where the boss is gonna be then, right? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, obviously we haven't really explored the whole previous floor. I'm not actually sure if that's something I should be doing, because there was this one more tunnel from... Come on. We had one room where there was a bridge, right? And we fell down from bridge. There was one of these holy damage enemies below it. And then from there was two tunnels. And one of them led back to the previous area. And the second one we didn't take because I saw rats at the end and I was like, no, I don't want to go there. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if I actually do want to go back to have a look at that at some point. Oh, it's just those. Well, just those I'm saying. Oh wait, those are the ones that were respawning last time, right? Oh, we didn't two-shot them last time, so that's nice. And also they kept spawning because of the... Oh jeez, I thought it was a person standing there, oh my god. Because of the necromancer, right? Holy moly! Where did you come from? Oh, dang, that's the ones that keep spawning. Oh, great. See, it's fine. There we are a lot stronger than last time, so that's good. Now, how do we get to that presumed necromancer? Not from here. At least I didn't see a ladder anywhere? Did I miss one? Oh, you know, just like as at the bottom of the well in the painted world of Oriam is, right? With the lever. That isn't really hidden, but you might be missing, right? Hello. Funny, why did you leave? I'm assuming they spawned in here and left and then came back. That's funny. Oh. The heck? I don't like these dungeons. Okay. Tiny. Big silver bullets. We like those. Yeah, this is a very different vibe from the previous floor. Well, not really. But it's just weird that there's basically no enemies, right? Haha. Or it looks as if there was no enemies. Well, this is nice. If I was a tomb robber, which I obviously am not, right? Well, I guess we couldn't just take the chandeliers with us. Oh, I feel so much stronger than last time. I like that. Obviously, also the like the weapon itself also deals more damage than the whip. I'm pretty sure. But I still like the whip against enemies that like run around, dash from side to side and stuff like that, like the dogs. So I still have it equipped. Tiny. More blood vials. Blood for the blood god. No, sorry, blood for the blood lily. That's how the white mage saying goes. Which is a Final Fantasy XIV reference, obviously. No, we got hit. Oh, over there. Kind of funny how they threw a Molotov cocktail right at us and it also hit the enemy, right? But it didn't really damage them. There is nothing wrong with caressing 3 weapons, you know? You should be happy that I got to like 2 of them, you know? Maybe at some point we're getting a 3rd one. Like, if there's gonna be a weapon that is like... Actually, yeah, maybe the Kirkhammer, right? I was just about to say a weapon that is 2 great swords that I can jump attack enemies with. Basically one-shot them with. Then that might be our 3rd choice of weapon, right? Hello. Yeah, very similar rooms so far, right? To the previous floor. Hi. Ouch. Did he just roll? Holy crap. Chill, dude. Just take a chill pill. Oh, dang. He can actually reach me. Oh, dang. Oh no, he got behind my tricks. What now? Yeah. I kind of stopped using the parry thing. Because it just seems to not work anymore, right? I barely have found any enemies. Well, it probably would work, but it's just like... Jesus! Did he just... hit the wall, or what was that? But it's just too dangerous, I feel, like to figure out the timing and everything. Oh no, that was actually on purpose. Interesting. There we go. Okay, you can use whatever weapon you like. You will at most insist I swing a new weapon in my inventory once or twice. Okay. Oh, that was the wrong button. Don't think we have any weapons that we haven't used though, right? No. Okay. Pretty much used any of those. Or tried any of those, all of those. Ah, okay, that was a short. Assuming that is already the door to the boss, that was a rather short floor. Some of them are really gorgeous. For the fashion. Yeah, okay. You have a command for that now. I need to make it more shiny. It's on Twitch, right? When the name of the streamer is being posted in the chat, it is usually highlighted, right, in color. Unfortunately, that's not the case as it seems on YouTube. I was kind of hoping for that. Maybe I should do it like Ryan. I should, like instead of giving it a meaningful name, the command a meaningful name, I should just give it the name of whoever said it, right? So it could just have an exclamation mark around like command and be like fashion police, fashion police. Oh, it works with an at. I see. Yeah, it works with an at, so I should probably do the at thingy. Although I'm not sure if that actually works. Huh. You know, when I do it in a nightbot command, I gotta try that. Once we defeated the next boss, then I have to edit something anyways, right? Hi. Bye. Nice little talk. Jesus! It's a spawn. A spawn trap. Didn't know we were playing deep dungeons. Ugh. It is a type of content in Final Fantasy XIV called deep dungeons, which are procedurally generated. Oh god, it's one of those, right? Oh, okay, that still was still active. Oh no. Procedurally generate dungeons with, I think, 100 floors usually. They usually have like a hidden trap in every room of every floor, and one of them are spawn traps. Pull traps? I'm not sure what they're called. That if you cannot see them obviously, but if you step on them, they summon enemies. You really like to tango with those guys, with the big ones. Well, it takes 2 to tango, and I don't like tango. Actually, I mean, I've never danced it. It would probably be nice if you could do it. Yeah, but when it comes down to Bloodborne, I could, you know, think of more fun thing to do than deal with those guys, I have to say. But then again, you know, you got to get your adrenaline rush from somewhere, right? And I would say that apart from bosses that two-shot you, those are probably the ones being closest to what you could call an adrenaline rush, right? Alright. I think that was everything. Okay. So there might be another chest at the end of that second tunnel in the previous floor, right? And I mean, if there's only whatever it was called, the reagents that we need to actually do the Chalice ritual. Then I'm not too keen on going back there just for that. Oh, I love bosses with multiple enemies, right? Are they all at the same spot now? Great. Where's the third one? Found you. Alright. Good start, good start. There's a chieftain, I just realized. There's 2 watchers and 1 chieftain. They do have the same amount of HP though, as it seems. Alright. That was a... That kind of threw me off. Seeing below is... Yeah, exactly. Thank you for wearing pants, I guess. Alright. Whew, that was nice. Whew, okay. GG, easy first try. That was a lot easier than last time when we did the... Oh, the Undead Giant, yeah. How I want to call those? Merciless Watchers? Let's call them Merciless Watchers, right? Alright, let's see. Fashion Police. Probably not gonna work because I have spaces in my name, right? Well, in the channel name. I'm assuming. Because obviously if you type it in chat, it will auto... maybe it does work. Let's see. The fashion. It's gonna take an eternity, right? Putu. Oh, it works. Nice. Okay. That's good. The Pthumeru root chalice, tempering blood gemstones and bloodstone shards. Let's have a read of that root chalice. What's the difference between the normal Pthumeru chalice? I think it was called Pthumeru chalice that we used to get here, right? Wait, chalice is over here. It was indeed. Root chalice that breaks multiple labyrinth seals. Or do we need like chalices to get deeper into the dungeon? Root chalices used in rituals to break old labyrinth seals are said to change the labyrinth's form each time. Oh. Haha, we're just speaking of procedurally generated dungeons, right? The old labyrinth was carved out by the Pthumerians, superhuman beings that are said to have unlocked the wisdom of the eldritch truth. I wonder if these merciless watchers were some of these Pthumerians. Probably not, right? Because they didn't really seem that superhuman. Oh, and let ye partake in communion. Ah, that's what you were. I see, cool thing. Alright, so we need ritual blood and 2 mold for this. Of which I don't think we have. Do we have some of that? Not yet, as it seems. Okay, so we're probably gonna find it here as well, right? Oh, it would probably be here, yeah. Alright, yeah. That was a nice fight for, you know, warming up. Would have been much more difficult if there wasn't so much verticality to play around, right? If it was just like the floor down there, or even just around the arena, just with the on that giant, it would have been so much more difficult. Oh my god, especially with the one with the gun, right? Back to one more tunnel. That's a good question. Can we warp here? We could just warp back. Yeah, let's actually have a look at that one tunnel. You're right. Yeah, let's go there and have a look at that. I was expecting this to be... Well, I mean, it might still become more difficult, right? I was expecting this to take longer. Then again, obviously I have no idea. Wait, do I need... Hope I don't need some of that blood every... No, I don't think so. Some of the blood every time we go back in, right? No, okay. Doesn't seem so. Depth 1. Even though we're on layer 2, it's still depth 1. Like, I guess depth is more... Might be the difficulty, right? Was the first one that we found. I think it doesn't matter if you're going from the beginning or the end. It was just on the opposite. The heart might have been bigger, but whatever, right? I guess we can deal with a few rats and stuff around. Right? I forgot how long the loading screens are. Actually, just yesterday, I think, I did some more farming. The first time I loaded into the game, it took so long. I was like, did the game die again on me? Because it just took forever. But I guess it didn't. Because in the end, it did work out. Oh yeah, also, I was trying to actually farm some quicksilver bullets. Oh, dang. Aha! I can foresee your next move. I'm 2 steps ahead. Or just 1, that's enough, I guess. I was trying to go back to the graveyard or whatever it is, right before Hammock Journal Lane. Well, I did go back to the graveyard before Hammock Journal Lane. And as soon as I arrived there, there was something that looked like an invasion happening, which wasn't obviously an invasion because I'm playing offline, right? And there was an enemy with a tentacle head spawning in. I was like, okay. They weren't too strong, but I was rather confused by that, and I think there was a second one spawning in later. And it confused me, because it didn't happen the first time we got to that graveyard, right? Let me... Jesus. There we go. Oh my god, just 1 hit, you know. What about you guys? Guess you finally dropped down. Yeah, and then I remembered that we found this new friend last time, right, at the very end of the stream, and he was saying something about whoever joins this... What did he call it? League? Can see filth or scum or something like that, right? I was like, maybe it's that. Maybe we will have those enemies spawning in now that we joined his League of Extraordinary Adventurers or whatever. Or maybe it was something else. Maybe it's just because it turned nighttime, right? I don't know. But I felt obligated to tell you. Oh, cool, Tumult. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I'm not sure. Well, that's obviously something else. But I'm not sure what he called it. He did call it a league, right? I think it was something with adventure. Or adventurers or something. The League of Adventurous Hunters, I don't know. Something like that. The League of Extraordinary Hunters, I don't know. Alright, there seems to be nothing in here except mold. Or mold. Not sure if it's mold. Is it the same? Or just a, you know, different... Oh, okay. Writing of mold? Not sure. Well, okay. I guess we got some rare gens, so that's nice. Oh, too far. Now we know. There's not really a whole lot interest up there, down there. Reagents? I think it's called reagents, right? With a strong G, not a J. Strong, yeah. Reagents. And there we have the loading screens again. Ah! With agent as yeah, I know. So is it reagents? Is it reagents? Are you kidding me? Oh, I wanna know. Dang, it is. Google wouldn't lie to me. I'm not so sure with Valnek, so that's why I had to double check, you know. Yeah, reagents, okay. Why is every single word in English pronounced differently, even though, you know, words that sound the same are written differently, and words that are written the same sound differently? That's the one thing about English that just... You know, you can't complain about Germans with dirty das and and cases and stuff, etc., etc. If you're doing the same bullshit, just different, right? Well, I guess people are also complaining that about... also English native speakers are complaining about that. So, yeah, whatever, right? And then there's the rules that aren't actually rules, right? Although pretty much every language has those anyways, right? The rules that apply to 99% of their words, right? And the exceptions you just have to know. Yeah. Whee, onwards and downwards. Woody. End of the galaxy and far beyond, something like that. Please. What is he saying? In Toy Story? I think I've only seen Toy Story once. Up, up, and away. That's not from Toy Story, right? But that's also a saying, yeah. Alright, floor 3. Okay. And we're still wearing the Tomb Prospector, it's really fitting. That looks a bit different. Up, up, and away is from Superman? Okay. I don't know. Ugh. I guess that's where they throw the ones who... were a bit nasty. Summon Prospector Oleg. What is happening? Oh, I see, there's a cave tunnel there. Didn't realize that before. And something is shooting a cannon inside this tunnel, I feel. But why not? Oh, up there to the left, right? Yeah. Hello! Oh, come on, give me a break. I hate these guys. Why did I have to be in every single room here? Was it a cannon? I'm not sure. Or was it just one of those guys, right? Maybe I might be tricking you. Up and away. I mean, we could check, right? That's what the internet is for. Are they all above me? I feel hello. I feel a bit insecure down here. Oh yeah, Walter just called it the League. Did he not extend on that any further? I do want to find the way up, obviously, because I'm pretty sure that I saw the Necromancer up there, right? Oh, there it is. Never mind. Over there. Hi. Alright. Priority target eliminated, I guess. Now we can take our time. More ritual blood. So much ritual blood here. I wonder why. Well, I guess you... I guess every time you use the root Chalice dungeon, it creates a new dungeon then, right? Oh. I wonder why you would want... It is canon, okay. Why you would want to do that. If there's like... reagents that drop from the bosses in there or something like that. Kaboom! The internet is telling you that Up Up and Away is a pop song from the 60s. Ah, wrong button. Whatever. It's almost Superman, right? But I think it is also saying like a prominent sentence in some pop media, no? Oh god, there's another one of those over there. Does it do feel like I've heard that before? And I for sure haven't heard that song. But it's a pretty neat floor, I have to say. Pretty nice. I wouldn't mind living here. Oh, obviously I wouldn't mind living here, but, you know, like, compared to the other floors we've been at so far. With all the rats. And all the zombies. Well, I guess we also have zombies here, right, so... And all the fireball and meteor spitting ferns. I don't know how else I would describe this. Oh, hey, look, there's a lever. It's an elevator, I guess. I didn't hit it. Second time's the charm. Let me get in this. I'm assuming this is gonna go to the top, right? Where we haven't been yet. Or maybe not. Oh, maybe it is. And yeah, there has been people throwing Molotov cocktails from up here, right? So we want to deal with those. And I also don't want to have to remember to as to where this elevator was. When everything downstairs looks the exact same, every single corner, right? Well, except the ones with the evil meteor spitting fern. I think it's a fern, right? Plant? Plant with the many leaves? Or am I thinking of something else? Is there nobody else up here? All alone? Really? I mean, I don't mind. Except for the frame drops. Hey, there's a door. Well, like, doorway. Speaking of frame drops. Okay. Wasn't there 4 of them? I didn't step on anything this time, so I guess they are actually hidden. Really don't appreciate the FPS drops. So I understand why people demand a remake of Bloodborne for PC, right? Or at least for... I mean, I guess... It wouldn't... Well, PC would be best, right? But just a general 60 FPS remake for any console would probably also be very much appreciated. Oh, that is not where we came from. I think the frame drops are much reduced when playing on PS5. That might actually be true. But as far as I've seen, it's still capped on 30 FPS though, right? I mean, it would make sense that you have less frame drops, right? Yeah, unfortunately, not unfortunately, but I didn't want to ask my my brother for his PS5. I'm pretty sure he uses that. Because obviously I don't own a PS4 myself. But my brother does. Is that where we came from? That's where we came from, yeah, okay. And since he has his PS5, he didn't have any use for his PS4 anymore, obviously. So I was like, hey, I would like to play Bloodborne. Can I borrow your PlayStation 4? And he was like, oh, you can have it, whatever. I don't need it. I was like, oh, well, okay. Is that a different one? I think it's a different one, but it probably leads to the same place. Holy moly, for a second I thought something was sneaking up on me. No, it's the same one. Because there's literally the corpse here, right? Oh, did we come down on a different one? Oh, over there it is. Alright. Yeah, I didn't deal a lot of damage against those. The weapon I was using, right? Also not with this one. Guess it doesn't really matter when they are barely able to hit it. Oh yeah, right, we picked one of those up and didn't read it. And you are barely able to hit anything on your side, right? It's kind of looked like the gaping dragon from Dark Souls, right? All right, let's read the Arcane Haze. We've heard of Arcane before, but not really what we could do with it or how we could use it or whatever, right? Oh, is it also a reagent? Okay, that makes sense. Material used in Holy Chalice ritual. The tiny smatterings of haze that are found in certain ritual materials, sometimes required for special rites. The additional rite Sinister Bell makes the bell-ringing woman appear, and when she rings a sinister bell, hunters from other worlds will be beckoned as adversaries. Okay. Material used in Holy Chalice ritual. Mold that grows from rotten flesh and blood inside the old labyrinth. Matures to bear giant spores. Ugh. When all is melted in blood, all is reborn. Okay. It's also Ritual Blood 2. I don't think we've ever had Ritual Blood 1, right? So, that's interesting. Alright, where's our little elevator? Should be over here, right? Oh? Yes. Now where was that hallway? Doorway? You sure about not having had Ritual Blood 1? No, I'm not sure. Why does this say 2 and this does say 1? I mean, I would assume that there is a Ritual Blood 1, right? Just like with Cold Blood. I'm not sure that we never had the Ritual Blood 1, but I'm pretty confident. I mean, maybe we use it to open this dungeon, right? I'm not even sure. Might be. Maybe. Yeah, okay, that would make sense. Yeah, you're right. Alright. I think I've had a look over here already, right? Yeah. Next room. Next ladder. Oh, this looks just as before, right? Where we seen the Yeah, and beautiful chandeliers. Yeah, okay. Can really see that even though this is a fixed... Even though this is a fixed dungeon, it probably uses the same procedurally generated parts, right? Well, the same dungeon parts that the procedural generated ones probably use. That, you know, like mix and match together. Have multiple exits and entrances and stuff. I looked at it of the altar in Old Yarnum where I expected the boss fight that never happened. Oh, the one in the church, right? With the beasts, right? Okay. What the heck was that? Did you see that? Am I tripping? Because it looked to me as if for a fraction of a second the wall disappeared. Right? And showed an enemy behind. Or something like that. But there is no more enemies here. Okay, maybe I just... Well, I guess it wasn't the enemy behind, but I'm pretty sure that... Maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me. Whatever, right? It's probably just the wind. No, if any... Wait. Oh, I need to go downstairs, right? Right. Anything down here? Hello? I'm sorry, I go by the old saying, if you can target it, you should kill it. But it kind of looked friend-shaped, so I'm not sure now right now, but okay. I've seen very strange texture glitches in some playthroughs. Yeah, that was probably it then. The floor texture of bridges before Papagus Konya was just gone in parts. Yeah, I mean, it happens to the best of us, right? Well, to the best of games. Oh, we can actually open this, right? Oh. Didn't actually expect to be able to do so, but okay. Hi. Are you alone? You look pretty much alone. Please, wear pants. Why are you not wearing pants? Ouch. Ouch. Bang. I hope that would kill it with that one hit. Your laundry is calling for you, BRB 5 minutes. Speaking of pants, right? Those statues are horrifying. Oh my god. Alright, so this opens up the door to boss, I would strongly assume, right? Might be that the white guy over at the other place was just a bonus drop, basically, right? Just like crystal lizards and stuff like that. I mean, it dropped 12 quicksilver bullets, right? So, what's over here then? Are we just looping back? Oh, okay. Was that closed before? I don't think so, right? Oh, but maybe from the other side. Or I guess I just didn't see it. Now we need to find... Oh, over there. Never mind. Found it. Then we can climb out, and then we can go through the door, right? Yeah, okay. Yay! And then we'll see the next gruesome, brutal boss that lies ahead, right? Probably. Okay. Did we always have to open a door before a boss? I don't think so, right? Oh, hello. It's a huge freaking rat. Watchdog of the Old Lords. It's a burning huge freaking rat. Oh, it's a FPS burning huge freaking rat. Well, it's a dog, obviously. It kinda looks like a rat. Or it looked like a rat when it was lying on the floor. Ooh. 666 damage, nice. Oh wow, ouch. Yeah, I think he didn't like me hitting his hind legs. I realized that before, that some of the bosses seem to have weak points, right? If you can call them that. Ouch. Where they were easier to stagger. But did stagger at all. Oh, Jesus. Really? Too early again. Hit it, hit it. Jeez, the frames. I guess it's just all its legs. He doesn't like getting hit by on the legs. Oh jeez, what's he doing now? Exploding. Why wouldn't he? Or it. Or she. Ugh! Oh, sure, now it's vomiting lava. Never seen that before. Right, K-Log? Could probably visceral strike him after he does that, right? Ouch. Ouch. But who needs visceral attacks anyways? Whew. Central Pthumeru Chalice, and not a Chalice, great. More gemstones and a bloodstone shard. That was what was his name? Watchdog of the Old something. GG, thank you. You hate this boss so much? I hate that it, you know, like, at my frames, I guess. What was the name again? Watchdog of the Old Lords, thank you. Yeah, we just had enough HP there to survive the one time we got hit by it, right? But that was a bit lucky. Or you could call it well prepared, right? Alright, that was a different league than the previous, than the Merciless Watchers, I would say. Now you can go take care of your laundry. Alright. Let's do so. Wait, was this it? Oh, is there a doorway somewhere? Didn't see any. Except the one we came in from, I guess. Oh, looks like it. All right, nice. I would assume that was the full Chalice dungeon then. 3 floors. Shiny, sparkly, fiery red last boss. Let's see if it says something different now here. Well, obviously it wouldn't say anything different than layer 3 hard, right? No, I want to level up. Well, okay.
Welcome. What is it you...
Let's see if you have enough buckets to level up once. Or twice? Not even sure. Once, okay. Yeah, we're still getting 30 HP, so we're just going with HP. What else, right? Vitality.
Hunters have told me about the church, but would you ever...
I've had that before. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna ask Valnek once he's back if that was the end of the dungeon, I guess. And then we're gonna go over to the Forbidden Woods and continue on from there. Repair our weapons real quick. Just realized we haven't upgraded the cane fully yet. Do we have no, also the pistol. Oh, we don't have any twin bloodstone shots. Well, never mind. Never mind then. Blood gems. We got a lot more. I got quite a lot new blood gems. Quite some new blood gems, whatever. But I don't think they were actually that strong, right? Oh, we do have. Oh, we had a fire one, right? Yeah, I was saying last time that I was like, wouldn't want my weapon to be having an elemental affinity, right? But actually, you know, since it's fire and beasts hate fire, it's like, why wouldn't I want it to be fire, right? And then I swing it while standing inside oil and die, I guess. But I think we should just try, right? Why not? Bluntstone, tempering bluntstone. Oh, it's a different one. Blunt attack up. So now we deal fire damage. And the good thing is I can just unequip it, you know, if I realize I'm in an area or have fighting a boss that has fire resistance or whatever, I can just take the blood gem out, right? So that shouldn't be an issue anyways. Alright, that was the Pthumeru Chalice dungeon, I guess. Yeah, let's... You know, like if the... Yeah, let's just head back to the Forbidden Woods. And if it wasn't actually the end, we can still go back, right? But we've been in there for about an hour pretty much now, so that's actually pretty much the time I wanted to spend in there, if possible. So let's do some actual story progression, if you want to call it that. And then we can still go back if there is more to see in there. Alright, back to the Forbidden Woods. So the first thing I wanted to do here is having a look at the poisonous swamp, right? Wait, you're still alive? Okay. That we noped out last time. Noped out from last time. Do I want to keep wearing the Tomb Prospectus attire? I mean, the stats are fine, right? Actually, stats are really good. A 60 arcane defense. The physical defense is also pretty good. Oh yeah, let's keep wearing that for a while. So, I think the quickest way was over here. Right, then dropping down. Not getting killed by this guy. Hopefully. And then getting annoyed, oh yeah, by the... What the heck was that? By the guys who threw oil at me. For some reason, she did a plunging attack when I wanted to swipe at them, but that was weird. No, I think we go over here, right? Through the falling leaves that tell a story, and we have another one of those that will kill me. Hopefully not. Alright. Then we can loop around to the village entrance. And not go through the village entrance, but over here to the left. And then I think there's like 2 doggos here, right? Reminds me that I want to use the whip against them, because the whip is really good against enemies that dash from side to side. Wait, no doggos? Oh, there they are. Come on. There we go. And then it was over here, I think, right? Yes. Probably want my highest poison resistance gear though, right? Which seems to be the church stuff. But I have really low physical defense, so meh. I mean, this one also has pretty high poison resistance, it seems. Last time we were wearing the Gasconia drip for poison resistance, and this one seems to have more than that, so that's pretty good already. Yeah, let's just keep rocking this for a while. Let's also equip antidotes. I think we also already have antidotes, right? Even though I'm hoping to not needing to use them. Because that would be annoying, right? We're gonna be a boss somewhere. Like maybe in the next area that in this area that needs has poison build up again, right? Since, you know, we had the snakeheads. Why are you wearing a bell around your neck? Alright, how do we want to navigate any of this? Welcome back, Velnek. Quick lemon cake question for you. Was that the final boss of that Chalice dungeon? Floor 3? Or is there more to that Chalice dungeon? Just in time, you see? Well, if you wanted to see me go through a poisonous swamp with enemies. That I basically deal no damage to. And freaking eels in the water or whatever. Sorry. Yeah, just... I guess I'll leave you in peace. I do want to see what's with that tombstone over there, though. Layer 3 is the end of Pthumeru Labyrinth, confirmed. Okay, thank you. Oh, nice. That means we did indeed complete our first Chalice dungeon. Dirty. Wait. Oh, I'm still in poison, I guess. Really not a fan of those guys. Oh, come on. Oh, they're like the babies of this... You know, like the snake that sprouted from the one guy's head, right? From the two guys' heads. There might be additional side path with 2 more, the ritual blood or something, so before removing the dungeon you might want to quickly retraverse it off stream. Okay. I'm pretty sure we've been to every nook and cranny, at least as far as I've seen. And I'm not too keen on going back in there, not gonna lie, but... I mean, as long as we don't want to replace it with another... root chalice dungeon, presumably, right? I guess I have no need to remove the... Chalice, the chalice anyways. I want that shiny, obviously. But I don't want to find the giant guys. Well, I probably want to visceral attack those, right? If possible. I'm already questioning my decision to add fire damage to the weapon, because now I don't know if they are just resistant against fire damage, or if I just don't deal a lot of damage to them. Did I read the reward item text? Do you mean the reward from the Chalice dungeon or from down here? Let's see. This one was a dirty blood gemstone, right? This one. Add rapid poison effect. Oh, nice. A blood gem that fortifies weapons and adds various properties. Most... Oh, yeah, okay. Dungeon reward. I think it was a chalice, right? This one. The central Pthumeru chalice. A chalice that breaks a labyrinth seal. But only a root chalice changes the shape of the old labyrinth when used in a ritual. The old labyrinth was carved out of the Pthumerians. What? But only a root chalice changes the shape? So can you like use this to skip a floor basically? Is that what this says? Like, is a seal like the thing at the end of a floor, or is it something completely different? I don't know. So you're saying that's a thing we might want to try at some point. Well, first I want to know where I end up here. Hello? More letters. Can I quickly check if Square provides alternative view of chalices in inventory? What do you mean with... Oh, it says depth 2. Oh, okay, so you're saying I can use this instead of the normal Pthumeru Chalice, and I will unlock the depth 2 Pthumeru Chalice dungeon. Ah, makes sense. And that's again a fixed dungeon. Okay, so there is more to the Chalice dungeon, but with the other Chalice, I see. And then we can go deeper and deeper. Ah, that makes sense, okay. Those the required materials. Yeah, I think it was level 2 ritual blood, right? Are we back on Central Yon? Oh no, we're at the beginning of the game. That's the one closed gate at the beginning of the game, next to Iosefka's clinic. Oh really? That's not the door that opens? Come on. But why would the game want us to go back here now? Is it? It is, right? Wait, is it? Maybe not. Probably not, because there's another shiny over there. But I think there was a closed gate at the beginning of the game, right? We might still be behind that. Yes. Obviously. Don't eat my brain! Ugh, come on. Alright. Bless you, I guess. We good now? Yeah. Remember when I said I don't like those? I still don't like those. Obviously. Yeah, I hate those guys, exactly. So much. At least he dropped some quicksilver bullets. Oh, there's a ladder, okay. I was like, wait, that's it? Would have been very surprised by that. I wonder where we're gonna end up in the end. Probably in the church ward, right? Cathedral ward. Feels like we're going... that we might be going to the... towards the one gate at the top of the church workshop. That was closed from the other side. Oh god, there's more of them. Oh yeah, there's jump attacking, I forgot. Oh. Oh, never mind, I guess they jump attack me first. So many stupid birdies. Nobody likes the birdies. I mean, there's worse enemies, I guess, like the ones before, right? That literally sucked out our brain. And started inflicting some weird debuffs. God, I hate this sound effect. Alright! I wasn't that wrong with the Iosefka's clinic idea at the beginning, right? But it wasn't the one gate, well, it wasn't the one gate yet that I thought it would be. But I'm assuming we're probably gonna end up there. Interesting. Okay. Iosefka, what are you doing with the guys that I sent to you? Oh, probably nothing good. Alright, let's go this way first, right? Alright. Seems like it doesn't really matter. Visions of this place again. Visions of... why? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I've never used it actually, right? Ainhurst summons. Yeah, Iosefka is just wants to help, right? I'm not even gonna read that. Alright, let's go the other side first. Wait, is that the beginning of the game? Not sure. Probably not. I do think it had a second door though, right? That we couldn't open. Summons inviting you to Canehurst. An old bloodstained summons inviting an honored guest to the forsaken castle Canehurst. Rather bafflingly, it is addressed to you. Do not hesitate. The stagecoach leaves from Hemwick Crossing. Ah. Okay. I like that. Guess that's another reason to go to Hemwick Channel like at some point. Who knows, maybe we will be able to do that. Do you attack me? You do indeed attack, okay. Pungent blood cocktail, nice. YouTube, what is going on? What is going on? Game seems to be fine, right? Anything wrong? Jesus, so many doors. Did it keep you from posting something? Let's try again. If it was the beginning of the game, then seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. Exactly. Did it auto-moderate your message or something? So, if this would be indeed when we started the game, right, then this door should lead to a lamp, I think. Does feel like this is... Oh yeah, right. That's where Iosefka talked to us, right? Huh. Right. Interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that, you know, the poison swamp would lead us to Iosefka's clinic, but hey, here we are. Just got a vague error when trying to send the message the first time. Maybe it was just a connection error, right?
Welcome. What is it you did?
Levels.
Very
Channel
well,
blood
let me-
echoes. 30. Doesn't that look nice? Then maybe we put some points into endurance. Maybe strength.
Farewell, good.
Who knows? Although at this point I don't think we have... Oh yeah, I think we need like 30 strength for the cannon, right? Yeah. Not sure if we're ever gonna reach that. Probably not. Or maybe, who knows, right? Now that I am indeed wearing a strength... No, I think we did realize that strength affects the strong attacks and skilled light attacks, right? First floor sick room, yeah. It's literal first option to choose from. I like that it continues the FromSoft tradition of being able to go back to where the game started and exploring the place some more. Actually, it might be that one of those that I just killed was indeed Iosefka. Maybe the one that dropped Iosefka's blood vial was Iosefka, right? That would make sense. Because it was behind the door that was closed and where I spoke to Iosefka from behind. Well, I guess whatever they were trying to do didn't really work. Okay. Wait, is this?
Oh, hello. Still alive. I need more. There aren't many. We must. You're one of the bright ones. Yes.
What? Oh, that's annoying.
If you find dependent.
We didn't find another lamp, right? So I have to go all the way back? That seems wrong. So either it's a bug, or it was not actually Iosefka's clinic we were at. Or we just didn't trigger something we should have triggered. I'm confused. Huh. Well, I mean, I can't just run through there. It's not like there weren't really a lot of enemies or anything, right? Huh.
Oh, hello. There aren't many.
Okay. Let's do that again, I guess. Meh. It is quite a way, though. And so many ladders to climb, right? Forbidden Woods. Consider me confused. I just realized we already fought 2 bosses there, right? Even though it was just Chalice dungeon bosses. But after we did not fight a single boss last time, it's kind of funny, actually. I guess we just started with the bosses we didn't defeat last time. Well, we didn't fight last time. Yeah, I'm gonna try to just run through. That's for sure gonna be a good idea, right? No way that's gonna go wrong. Maybe not with those guys. Alright, I'm not gonna step on the trigger, nope. I'm gonna make that mistake again. Hi. Bye. Hi. Bye. Pretty sure they're not gonna be very keen on following me into a poisonous swamp, right? I mean, I might be wrong. Maybe that's where they bathe, right? Maybe it's their bath, their little bath cave.
Oh, heavens, would you repeat you, mate, brings up. I have it bad enough. Please, just leave,
You know, I know about a safe place for old women.
please.
Dialogue was still open, so it wouldn't attack. Speaking of, I feel like I might have to talk through why I killed that old woman again last time.
Repeat you, mate, brings us bad luck.
Let's do that once we get back to the cathedral ward, right?
Please.
Because I guess I didn't make it clear enough while on stream. Actually, we do have some time right now, right? So let's talk. So, my reasoning, my logic is, or was, that people in... I'm still not exactly sure who it actually was. Yeah, you get it, but, you know, I didn't... I spoke to you about it, specifically to you about it, I know that. But, you know, like, I didn't really explain it on stream anymore, and I feel like there were other people who were also kind of taken aback by that. So my reasoning is, like, some NPC, I still don't remember who it actually was. It might have been Puffing Guy, but I still don't remember his name. Although I should, I know. Gilbert, right. Told us that there is actually no more humans in the Arnhem anyways. For me, hinting at that they're all gonna turn into beasts. Anyways, right. Which might or might not be true, obviously. That was close. So my idea is, and also the guy who told us to send people to the church, told us to only send those who still seem sane, right? Because in my head, it would make sense that if we send someone who was infected, who I felt like we should probably more send to Iosefka's clinic, and Iosefka trying to heal him, right? Might turn into a beast and start, you know, like slaughtering the people inside the church. You know, like the still sane people. Although I'm not sure if any of those would actually still be sane at the end, right? It might still be that all of them are gonna turn into beasts anyways, and that slaughter is just inevitable. So when night started, when the moon started rising after we defeat the blood-starved beast. I'm going the right way, I think, right? Okay. Wait, this is... Am I tripping? Did I am a different letter? Well, let's just finish that thought for a second. Where was I? Before we do anything else here. Because I'm really confusing myself right now. Yes, when night started falling and I went back to farm blood vials in the very beginning in Central Yharnam, right? And I talked to the people behind the doors. They were not really talking to me anymore. They were just randomly screaming around and stuff like that, right? So I came back to the church, to the cathedral ward, and I saw the old woman behave like that. And I was like, that is a sign to me that she might be turning into a beast, which means that the next time when time progresses, or however it works, right, when the quest progresses, she might have turned into a beast and have started killing the people inside the church. So I thought, like, maybe I should kill her so that doesn't happen. So I just did it, because why not, right? That was my logic. Just so to have it said on stream. And I will be doing it again if I have the feeling like it might be happening again in the future. On the other hand, Gilbert has been sick and stuck at home. How should he know if other people stuck at home are still human? True. Was it Gilbert who said that? Just to be sure. I gotta kill them all, even those at home. Yeah, exactly. Just to be sure. Was you kind of sorry, not sorry for distracting me so much? Seemed to be getting turned around the first time here. I can admit it. I just wanted to make sure Ariana is safe. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so what the fuck is happening? Did I mean, that is exactly the door I thought we would go through last time. So did I just exit a different tunnel in the cave? Or is there another... Oh, no, never mind. Okay. Okay, never mind. Ah, okay. My eyes, thank you. Oh god, I was thinking like, what the heck is going on? Is it like 50-50 chance wherever you get dropped off from when climbing there? Okay, so I was actually right that it is leading us here, right? To this gate right next to Iosefka's clinic. Okay, I just didn't see it in the first place, I guess. Or something like that. So there is a quicker way to get here. Now I know. Okay, I can just exit Iosefka's clinic and then get over there. Which is still weird, because we've been to that lamp from the other side, right? So I don't know why exactly. Yeah, and presumably Iosefka is still dead. Why the heck? Once that door closed again, that's weird. I opened the shortcut and turned around 180 degrees and went to the other drawer. Oh, right. Did I? God, hell no. I guess that's what you meant by distracting me, right? Oh, funny. How did I not realize that I opened 2 gates there? Oh, my brain. No, alright, we don't need to rest at the Hunter stream right now, so we can try and figure out the mystery of the reclosing door later. Why are you over here now? I didn't kill you over here, did we? I mean, the funny thing is that Iosefka seemed... Whatever Iosefka did to the patients, well, I'm assuming that Iosefka did actually try to help them, right? Because it didn't seem aggressive. Or not really. But what she did to them is just kinda... didn't really work. And I guess she also tried the same thing with herself and turned into the one that we've seen at the entrance there, right? You really had to hold your tongue. I only opened the one, the other was open to begin with. Why did I just turn around? What the heck? Hey, take part in communion. Well, actually, I think it makes sense that they turn around. I was trying to look probably for other stuff, right? And then I just completely forgot that that gate I went through wasn't the one that I opened in the beginning, but whatever. Yeah, I still have no idea how to... Oh wait, we have 2 communions. Ooh, +3, nice. Still no idea how to activate those. So... Oh yeah, right, I was theorizing last time that maybe the Chalice dungeon would lead to us being able to use the memory altar, which doesn't really make sense because the Chalice dungeon seems to be quite separate from the actual game, right? From the main game, if you want to say it so.
Ah,
From the main...
moonlit scents. How did you worm your way in here?
Content.
Very unfortunate. I had such high hopes for you. Well, I won't make any excuses. Would you mind leaving us alone? Things need not change. You'll do the rescuing, and I'll do the saving. But if you refuse to leave... Oh well. I've always wanted to try my hand on a hunter.
What was I talking about? Obviously it wasn't the Chalice dungeon that led to the memory altar being functional. Okay, so it was indeed not Iosefka. And it was indeed Iosefka doing shady things with the patients. Who'd have thought that? Who'd have that seen coming, right? Prize. Friend, I don't feel like. I don't feel so. I feel like it's not gonna be friend for long. I mean, we could just leave. But whoever turned away from a possible boss in a FromSoft game, right? I wonder how many people there are out there who never killed or attacked Priscilla after finding her, right?
This won't hurt a bit. I'll soon have you.
Are you just a normal human? Well, mostly normal, I would say. Why do you have a pistol? Pretty sure you're not a hunter. Jesus! Like how she's using the weapons.
Stay still. This won't hurt a bit. I'll soon have you, Rain. Just die. Enough of you.
Oh, how did you miss that? What the heck? And a lot easier than the other hunter-like enemies that we've seen, right? So far. Was thinking maybe it would be a patches situation, like an Elden Ring. Small spoilers. Sorry for the next 10 seconds. Where he submits in the end, right? When she started talking again. Did she heal? How did she heal? Didn't see her using a blood vial, did I? Let me heal, Butcher, please. Ah, yeah, he's using blood vials, great. I mean, obviously, why wouldn't she, right? No. Oh dang, she stunned me. I didn't realize.
Worked on a hunter before.
Okay. But I was looking for the... What's it called? The anti-healing item. I didn't rest at the lamp, did I? I'm probably gonna be taken to the Forbidden Woods, right? Yeah. So many loading screens. I wonder why we are dealing so few damage against any humans. Oh well, you know, like any hunter, like enemies. Well, let's see if we can now go through this door. Would make sense now that we actually attacked Iosefka, right? I mean, we only sent one guy to her, right? And we didn't actually send him to her. He just went there, I guess. After the game did some weird things. So, Can I say another thing about English grammar? Sure, hit me. Numbing mist is what I was looking for. But I'm not sure if it's gonna be very effective, right? Because she moves around. Well, she moves around rather slowly. But better than having nothing, I guess, right? I'm pretty sure there should be no enemies except for her, right? So that's fine, I guess. Damage is not countable. It's little damage and not... What did I say? You? Really? Oh wow, okay. Don't shoot me, please. Didn't wanna. Oh, come on. He's using my tricks. It's not what I wanted. He's using my tricks. I'm using the wrong weapon. Come on. Jesus. Come on. Come on. shooting me. Or doing that thing. Why did that work for you, but not for me? Guess I was too late. Jeez, that whip is annoying. Oh, come on. This is gonna take a freaking eternity. Kinda feel like she's even healing faster than I am, you know? Didn't realize I was almost dead. What the heck? How did that happen? Die!
Exciting.
Are you kidding me? Come on!
Before.
Fashion police wants to emphasize she's wearing a variation of the white church hunter garb. Thank you. Now I know how. Now I know in what style she kills me. Yay. This fight is annoying, man. Don't understand why we deal so few damage. So little damage. I don't understand how we deal so little damage against hunter enemies. Actually wrong. I don't understand if there... Is there a weapon which we deal more damage with? Because it's just confusing. Maybe with an axe. I don't think so, but who knows, right? Like, obviously, you know, like, it makes sense that we deal more damage against beast enemies, right? Because that's actually what we're doing as a hunter. Entirely unrelated question. What's the fire defense of the White Church Hunter Guard? I think I also... Did I hit her with the cane? I'm not sure. But, you know, I'm not even only talking about her. They're dealing even less damage with this. That's for sure not the fire damage. But also the other hunters, you know? The ones that we had around the graveyard. Well, there's a lot of graveyards, I guess. The ones that we had at where the second nightmare entrance was. Really? How? How is she staggering me? What? With that attack? This is where you learn to hate the cane. Oh yeah, I agree. Really? Just wanted to use it. I wanted to use her blood vial in the fight against her. Did she heal? What? When did she heal? God, this fight is annoying. Also, why can I not stagger her while she's doing this attack? Or any attack, it feels like.
How exciting. I've never worked on a hunter before.
Ah. This is fun. Yes. Right. Ah, boy. Maybe it would be good to have some poison build up on her, right? Oh, whatever. Why is she so cracked, man? Oh, this is kind of stupid. I just feel like, you know, like the alternate weapon mode is just too slow. I don't really want to use that. Because we're kind of able to hit through her whip swinging attack, right, with this one. Good thing she's not very smart with using this tentacle attack, right? Oh, come on. She's so quick with the stupid vial, man.
How exciting.
Okay.
I've never worked on a hunter before.
I mean, the only thing that's really well, not the only thing. The thing that annoys me the most is how quickly she can heal, and that she might have unlimited heals, right? But what's really rubbing salt in the wound is that she should have been dead 2 times, right? And somehow still lived. I'm not sure. I think the first time I tried the numbing mist, I did actually hit her, right? Then she didn't heal. I'm not sure if she didn't actually. I think she started healing at some point again, right? So I'm not sure if it actually does really help. And if I need to hit her, or if it has like lingering mist that she cannot heal in, because I can't really see any effect on the floor. Which is why I stopped trying. Hey, maybe I should try again, right? Ah, good thing I farmed a lot of blood vials before this stream, right? Yay. I mean, I definitely hit her now. She has an effect around her, right? How did that deal so much damage? Are you kidding me? Well, I guess it doesn't last long enough. Oh boy.
How exciting. I've never worked on a hunter before.
Me hitting her reset her animation so that she could do the same thing again while I was staggered. Great. Oh, that's some bullshit. Shoop doop dooby doo. Yeah, I guess if I would have to take a guess, I think the numbing mist probably lasts around a minute, right? Might have been a minute, might have been less. So pray and pray, I guess.
How exciting. I've never worked.
I was trying to get out of the door to heal. I just realized this is probably the time to use Ariana, I think was her name you said, right? A blood. Because I think if I remember correctly, it would increase my stamina and regeneration, right? Yeah, I also realized that we haven't really been counting this as a boss. I think that was the 5th death. So pretty sure about that. Where is it? Blood of Ariana heals HP and temporarily boosts stamina recovery speed. Exactly, because stamina recovery speed equals being able to hit her more and quicker. Because this is the first time I'm actually feeling the lack of stamina. God, we were so close already 2 times. It's so annoying that you can just... Yeah, I heal myself to full now. And it takes me 5 minutes to take her down to 5%, you know? No boss health bar, not in boss list. Yeah. But, you know, also... invasion-like enemies usually don't have a boss health bar, right? And sometimes, well, in Elden Ring, you would sometimes count them. I'm not sure. We'll see. I feel like she's killed me 5 times already, so maybe she has earned her place in the boss health, in the boss list. Also, she's a named NPC, right? Kinda, so... God, I hate getting stuck on this furniture here. Obviously, I love it when it happens to her. Can I? Okay. Yeah, that was what I was expecting. Wasn't sure how much I would be healing. Can we please? There we go! Oh my freaking hell! Jesus. Classic promise of design. Non-boss NPCs are just harder than bosses. Havel, anyone? Havel was fun. Oh. Udon Wreath, whatever. I am in case still pick up our buckies. I'm gonna add her to the boss list. That was annoying enough for a boss. We can add her to the... we can make a killed NPCs list. Elemental list 2. Yeah, how could I? I killed another innocent NPC, exactly. Iosef. How did you write it? Iosefka? Something like that? Or just Iosefka? No, just like that, I think. 5. You know, obviously, it might have been that we could have just walked away and sent more people to her, but obviously she seemed to not be really doing very good things to those people, right? Have you mentioned that you have killed NPCs in this game too? Welcome to the club. Iosefka, yeah, okay, that's what I've written. Jesus, okay, that's 2 hours. I think we're gonna have a break rather soon. Just warning you already. What did she drop? Did she drop anything? Oh yeah, the Udon's Wreath, this one. An Uden rune. A second one. Visceral attacks restore Quicksilver bullets, so that's funny. That's actually pretty nice. Wow. When you do a... Wow, that's actually really good. So basically you can miss 1 bullet per visceral attack and still be Quicksilver bullet neutral, right? Oh, nice. If only we had a means to use them, right? Oh, jeez. That was almost as annoying as the blood staffed beast. Which also is mostly just that annoying because of its poison attacks, right? Alright, so I think that's the poisonous swamp done, right? If I find my way out of here. Yeah, right, I need to update the notes that we are done with this. And then... Yeah, I still have no idea why exactly it cuts off the end. Because I don't think there's a... Well, maybe there is a character limit by YouTube, right? I haven't actually tried. I mean, it's only missing an A in the end, but still, it's confusing. Yeah, I'll remove the Chalice dungeon as well, even though there is more, but I don't think we're gonna forget about Chalice dungeons, right? Poisonous Swamp is, I think, done. Didn't seem like there was another exit to that. There was one hole where we could have dropped down to what was seemingly also Poisonous Swamp that didn't seem to be connected to the rest. Maybe I want to have a look at that before we head into the break. Oh, you do see the character limit? Okay, so there is a character limit, okay. That's stupid because I could type much more in the Nightbot command, but I'm assuming it's just... Maybe it's just optimized for Twitch then, right? That's a really short character limit as well. Means that we're probably gonna reach it soon with the boss's command, right? Ugh, that's annoying. Unfortunately, I don't think I can tell Nightbot to, you know, like... write multiple messages in sequence or something like that. Alright. Let's quickly head back to the Poisonous Swamp and have another look at that hole I saw in the cave while going down. I think there was a hole on the side that seemed to also have a part of Poisonous Swamp on the bottom right. Let's see what happens exactly when we fall in there. if it is a different part of the cave that we access with that. You have the hunter's marks, right? If necessary. And then after that, I think we're gonna have a break. And after the break, we're gonna head to the snakehead area, I would say. Yeah, because I would like to finish it. Usually, whenever we got the shortcut back to the lamp, right, was right before a boss. So I would be assuming that we do have a boss incoming rather soon there. So as long as we still have blood vials, I actually need to check that. We had 6 tries. Yeah, we should still have loads of blood vials, right? We're gonna see if there is a boss, and if there is a boss, try fighting the boss. And then I am starting to get very curious about Hemwick Channel Lane. So yeah, we'll see what happens after. After Snakehead area, I guess. And there might be just another area right after, right? Like, what were they calling the village? Was it Valley Town? Valley Town, right? They were speaking about Valley Town. Don't remember what exactly was said about Valley Town, though. Or is this Valley Town? The only thing I remember is needing a password to get to Valley Town. Something like that, right? Right, I forgot that I switched the weapon. And I didn't actually try. Oh, no, I did try it, and it did even less damage, I remember. Why am I saying curious about Hemwick Channel Lane? Because we got a letter speaking about the Cairn House invitation, or what was it? That was speaking about Hemwick Crossing, right? So I'm assuming Hemwick Crossing is probably where Hemwick Channel Lane is. That's why I'm saying I'm getting more curious about it. And also, you know, like, since we found it 2 streams ago and we've never been there. So it's just like, over time, I guess my curiosity rises. And it did seem like a nicer place than here, but it's probably not, so I don't know. Hello. Alright, I think it was here, right? Oh yes, it was here. Didn't really want to immediately fall in, not gonna lie. Okay, I think this is, yeah, this is just reconnecting with the rest, okay. Did we get anything of interest? I didn't see it. Lemon cake. What did I just pick up? Lemon cake question. Front seat question. Was it anything of interest? Oh, I think it was some bloodstone, right? Yeah, arcane blood gem, something like that. This one probably. Okay. Which would make my weapon deal arcane damage, I guess. Alright. So, good thing we went back, I guess. Could have been a even more interesting shiny, I guess, right? Oh, let's just use the Hunter's Mark, right? I don't want to fight my way back to the lamp. And then we're gonna take a break. Oh, good stream so far, I would say. This is going good. Well, this is going well. Beat 2 bosses, two floors of the Chalice dungeon. We fought Iosefka. I'm not yet super sure as to how that would play out. Because I would assume that we could have done that a lot later in the game, or not even at all. So I am wondering if there is going to be more NPCs in the game that we could have sent to Iosefka, right? And then if we did that, I'm assuming her clinic might have looked different with more enemies and stuff like that, and maybe more items that could have dropped. So there is like a small part inside me that is like, maybe we shouldn't have killed her. But then again, you're like, it feels like the morally better thing to do. I'm not entirely sure, because I'm not sure if she was actually trying to find a cure and, you know, like just being very reckless with it and not really caring what happened to her patients, right? Call them like that, air quotes. Or if she was just doing some, you know, like crazy scientist experiments with them. It might be that if we wouldn't have killed her, that maybe later in the game, something much more interesting would have happened, right? But we're not gonna find out because we killed her, so let's not think about it too much, right? And instead, have a break. See you in 8 minutes. Alright, we back. I think I need to change the break timer to 10 minutes actually. I mean, the only reason why it's at 8 minutes is because on Twitch we had break every 90 minutes basically, right? Deal with the pre-roll ads, but we don't have that here. So I'd rather have one like 10 to 15 minutes break. Probably 10. At the middle of the stream. Alright, Iosefka herself used the term patience. Yes, which is also why I said that. But, you know, like, I feel like calling someone your patient implies that you want to help them, right? And as I just said before, I'm not sure if that was actually her intention, so that's why I would put it in air quotes, which you also did, I guess, so. Level up! I think we bring endurance to 20 next or something like that. We do have... Hashtag helping.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Alright, so, back to Forbidden Woods. Have a look at what awaits at the bottom of the shortcut, right? Well, we know that at least one of the snakeheads awaits us there. We didn't really explore anything down there, we just intuitively ran towards the shortcuts back to the lamp. Now we know with one of the snakeheads at our heels, right? So I'm very curious as to what we're gonna find down there. Hey, friend!
How goes your... Do not forget the League's mission to cooperate with Confederates. Find vermin.
Vermin is what he called it, right?
Them out.
Yeah, so actually... Let me show you real quick what I meant. When I was saying about the thing that just randomly spawned in. Could be vermin. I mean, I assumed last time that this would be a PvP thing, right? And that vermin is... the vermin he's talking about is... all the hunter... all the players, right? Which might still be true. But then I went here because I was like, yeah, right. While I was going through this graveyard with the many riflemen, I was like, this would be a good place to farm some quicksilver bullets, right? Then I turned around here, and in this gate, yeah, exactly, this happened. So, yeah. They're not very strong, so I don't know. Maybe that's vermin? That the vermin that he spoke about? Or maybe it's something entirely different, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that the first time we went through that graveyard they weren't here, so... And I haven't found them anywhere else yet, so... No idea. It might just be... No, it was already night the first time we got to Henwick Channel Lane, right? It's not like time progressed afterwards, right? I think time progressed after we beat Vicar Amelia, I think, right? Yeah, and we only went there after defeating Vicar Amelia, so I don't know. No idea what triggered those to spawn. Alright. Snakehead area. It also doesn't say anything about it, even though we defeated one of them, so...
Do not forget to cooperate.
It's probably completely unrelated to this one. I was just thinking about going to the Cathedral Ward and speaking to NPCs. Oh yeah, I need more blood. I need more of Ariana's blood. I didn't even realize, didn't even see how much stamina regen increase was. I didn't realize Probably gonna see it once I watch the VOD. How much of a difference it made. Or if it made a difference. And how long it lasted, etc. And if it changed anything about my beasthood. I had this attribute the closer you are to beasthood when temporarily transformed. I have no idea what that means. And obviously I don't want to know yet. Well, I do want to know, but not by anyone who isn't inside the game. Inside my instance of the game. An NPC that could tell me about it. Oh, there are enemies. Jeez, it's like snake balls. Did I even hit it? Okay, they are pretty easily killable. As long as I don't have a host, I guess. I first thought as if that they would have a huge HP pool. Because I swung at them and the HP bar didn't move, right? But I just didn't hit it. If I squint very hard, then Vulture looks a little bit like Valnek, so no, you're not allowed to tell me. Not at this moment, at least. Oh, that's one of the armored guys, I think, right? Hey, you, think fast. Or not at all, I don't care. I remember the time. And I was so confident that the parrying would make this game so easy. And then it just, I don't know, began to be very unintuitive. Here we are gonna get some cake. I see what you did there. No, that's not gonna work. Oh man. But if you actually do bring me some, I would like some of that cake. You actually have ice cream now that I think about it. But not that flavor. Oh, I guess lemon ice cream would... Is there lemon ice cream? Probably, yeah. Right? You know, like... not like popsicles, but actual ice cream. I mean, there is lemon sorbet, right? I guess you can do a lot with lemon. Life gives you lemon. You can make... What can you make? God, that video was worth a try. What is there? There is lemon tarts. Make... Does lemon bread exist? Probably not, right? So much you can do with lemons. I feel like we have a snake boss incoming. What do you think? Madman's knowledge. This is a huge gravestone. And it's shiny. Ooh, lemon risotto. sounds good. What? Was there another one? It killed one of those, no? Oh. I guess there was another one sneaking up on me. Snake boss? Pretty unlikely. Ooh. Wouldn't fit the area at all. Probably gonna be a, I don't know, a boar. Or maybe a centaur. I don't think we've ever had a centaur in a FromSoft game, have we? So far? I don't like those guys. What the heck were you hitting me with? What? Oh, hello. Don't mind me, I don't really want to fight you. I mean, they clearly wouldn't want to reuse bosses from Elden Ring, right? Yeah, right. There's so many. There's a lot of snake bosses in Elden Ring. Now well, I can think of 2. Is there more than 2? Probably. Especially, you know, like reuse Elden Ring bosses in a game that released before Elden Ring, right? What, is that what they call premonition? Is it called premonition? Precognition? Not sure. One of them. Something with pre. Another one, really? Wow. Did these have... Did the ones last time have less HP? Or am I just dying? Don't try to confuse it with facts. I would never. You know all my tricks. And there I was trying to confuse you with me dying, but I guess it doesn't work with the delay, right? Ah. Oh. Now all the stupid snakes will respawn. Ugh. Shut up. Nobody wants to talk to you. What is the blue thing I have here? Blue elixir. No idea. That makes still bodies undetectable. Oh yeah, right. I've never actually tried that. Alright, I feel like we don't care about the enemies. Wait, did I go down here? Yeah, I had to come back and then go down, right? If I remember correctly. Didn't actually... Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, we'll just pick up the shiny and our bloodstain. Well, actually, I maybe do actually want to kill the guy up there, right? Like, at least kill every enemy in the game once, right? If possible. Except for the giants in the poisonous swamp, because I really don't care about those. Tough cuff. Oh, he does actually have a bloodstain. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense to kill it then, I guess. I feel like these were much easier to kill than the one in the blood mill, in the blood mill, in the windmill. It's a blood mill. Everything in this game Has to do with blood, right? So obviously it's a blood mill, not a windmill. I betcha there is path here somewhere that leads me to a thing where I need to lie in and then get teleported through time and fight a Dragon Lord, right? Oh, okay. Bless us with blood. Oh, thank you. That sounds not like a pleasurable thing. It's gonna swap my gender. Somewhere there's gonna be a sarcophagus, eh? Lie in. Changes my gender. Actually changes my sex, right? Like literal biological sex. Well, that's unpleasant. I feel like. How fast can you turn? Oh, pretty quickly. But not quickly enough, I feel. Even though the tree at your back was kind of annoying. Slithering of the snakes, lovely. Love to hear it, right? It's everywhere. Wasn't there a shiny up here? Somewhere? No? Oh, there it is. Never mind, found it. Some blood twin shards. Upgrade my cane that I barely use anymore. Or my pistol. That I barely use anymore. Clear deep sea. Isn't that a nice thing to have, probably, right? A deep sea rune increases slow poison resistance. Oh, that was a plus 100. Wow. That's pretty nice. A carriel rune that transcribes inhuman sounds. I was just thinking, you know, like that Ronnie's family was called Carrion? Carrier? Carol? Sounds kind of similar, right? And we are praising the moon here, I guess, right? This transcription of the Great One's inhuman voices depicts down-reaching currents. This rune means a deep sea and grants augmented slow poison resistance. Great volumes of water serve as a bulwark guarding sleep and an augur of the eldritch truth. Overcome this hindrance and seek what is yours. Okay. Clairvoyance. If only I could use them, or know how to use them, right? Ugh. Like at this one, it's really weird how many of those runes I'm getting without the ability to use them, right? Could it please just shut up, all snakes around here? Are they fighting? Nope, they were just behind me. Well, that's fun. Oh, I'm poisoned. Am I poisoned? No, I'm not. Was it you that just attacked me? You, sir. Oh, Jesus. Hello. It did seem like you would be calling someone. Now I know who you were calling. Ghostbusters! Obviously. I didn't have any stamina. Even the enemies be like, try jumping! Obviously, there's gonna be a boar here. After I made the joke about the boss being a boar, right? Oh boy. Oh god. Why is there gotta be so many snakes? Why is it gotta be snakes? Good thing I'm not Indiana Jones, right? Why is this area so freaking huge? Why not snakes? Yeah, it's better than spiders, I agree. Also, that was just a movie quote. I think. I'm not sure what the exact quote is, but... You know, Indiana Jones hating snakes. And I think in the third movie... It goes like, why is it always gotta be snakes? Knowing FromSoft, they will manage to make everyone hate squirrels. Oh, that's a funny idea. You gotta pitch them to that to them. Yeah, that's the one that pushed me down, right? This area is so big. It's two of them, isn't it? It is. I mean, obviously, what did I expect? Don't get me, please. Can you please die? Okay. Go, finally. Been a while since we had a visceral attack. And the slithering just never stops. Oh boy. Oh, Bloodstone Chunk. The next level of upgrade items, right? Nice. Have we been up here? Seeing no snakes, yeah, okay, we have been up here. Whew. This area is so big. Like, I'm trying to stay on the right side, right? Because, you know, like, as if I was in a labyrinth, right? Just always head onto the right side and say at the right wall, and in the end you should find your way out, right? Unless there is a weird circular connection going on or whatever. Don't ask you for directions, but to be honest, you could not help even if you try, even if you wanted to. I'm not planning to. Looks like a gate over there. I think I'm stuck. I need to... Good thing that we can heal by attacking, right? Nice. Got myself between a hard place and a snake. So I had to eat my way out. Hey, you there. Think fast. That's what I thought. Well, obviously. It would be a snakehead, right? What else could it be? Okay. Was that guy, I wonder? I mean, it would be nice if that one just died like that, right? No. Actually, should I drop down here? Because I feel like there might be a lamp behind there, you know? But there might also be nothing behind there, and then I'm stuck down there. Oh, stuck. Okay, I just got 1,400 buckies like that. Yes, something died in the vicinity. Okay. Obviously. Clockwise Metamorphosis, one of the Metamorphosis runes, raises HP. A secret symbol left by Karel, runesmith of Bergenwerth. The twisted cross means Metamorphosis. Rotated clockwise, this rune boosts HP. The discovery of blood made their dream of evolution a reality. Metamorphosis and the excess and deviation that followed were only the beginning. Who is metamorphing? Oh, so many things in this game, I guess. What am I even asking for, right? I need to remember to blink every now and then. It's kind of funny how, you know, like when you actively try not to blink, it's a rather difficult thing to do, right? But as soon as you're playing a game, oh really? And you automatically start to be focused on something, and you know you think you need to look at it. You automatically start to not blink at all, and then sometimes when I watch my VODs, I'm like, really? I just went 30 seconds without blinking. Or when I actually tried looking at the, currently the Esports World Cup is running, right? And there was the StarCraft 2 tournament, I think 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, right? And I actually wanted to had a look at the pro StarCraft 2 players. And I looked at them, and as long as I saw them in the camera frame, they just not blinked a single time. And I was like, jeez, that's gotta be unhealthy, right? Oh man. Tarnish, take the plunge. Easy. Was worth a shot. Now, hi, I can hit a piggy. Not like I wanted to fight a piggy without a hallway to cheese it with. Alright, so I think we're pretty much done with this side, right? Now the question is, do we continue on or go back to the beginning and check out the other half, right? I would obviously prefer find a lamp or a shortcut first. Also, I don't think we're actually gonna fight a boss in the immediate future anymore. Which is kind of weird, you know? Thinking of how much time we spent without a boss now, right? Not the button I wanted to press. Melky blood gems, and I wonder if we can use them for anything else and just putting them in the socket of a weapon, because we get so many of them, right? There must be a reason why we get so many. You know, like combining them to make stronger ones or something like that. At least I wish that was the case. Oh god, that pig noise is so nostalgic. Because it's the same. But the very first time I heard that specific sample of pig noise is in Warcraft 2. In Warcraft 2, when playing as the orcs, you build pig farms for food, obviously, right? And they sound exactly like that. So it's really interesting that they still use the same sample sound even nowadays for games, right? I think Warcraft 2 released in 1994, 5, something like that. I mean, obviously it might be a new sample and pigs just sound like that, but I don't actually think so. Because it really does sound extremely similar. And the second one, the second sound is the same that I know from the Settlers. I don't know. Maybe pigs should sound like that, right? Question is, do we want to fight it or not? Well, the obvious answer is yes. Question is, should we fight it? And that the obvious answer is no. Oh, actually. Never mind. Warcraft 2 released in 1995, indeed, yes, nice. Did I remember that somehow correctly? Why is there a pig here? A huge pig? I mean, why not? Sure, but... Why am I asking? It's Bloodborne, right? Alright, I guess the answer to my previous question is we do go back to the beginning and have a look at the left half. And the frame drops, oh my god. Well, not frame drops, FPS drops. Oh, hello. Oh, you're one of the stronger ones. Interesting. Are you kidding me? Where did that one come from? Come on, and why did he just kill me? StarCraft released only 3 years later in 1998. Says, well, that's kind of unthinkable. Yeah, well, to be fair, Warcraft 3, though, only released in 2002, I think, right? Or 2000? They took their time with that one. I mean, there was a time when there used to be a Final Fantasy releasing every year, right? So, for example. But yeah, you're absolutely right. The same goes for the Crash Bandicoot games. Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3, I think, are each 1 year apart. I think 2 and 3 might even be less than a year apart, I'm not even sure. Might also be wrong. But yeah. And the funny thing about that is, you know, like newer games that take much longer to develop don't take longer to develop because they're better games, but only because, well, most of the time because of graphics, because the graphics and the animation just takes so much longer nowadays, right? And because of, I don't know, I guess they need to... It's actually a good question. Why exactly does it take so much longer to make games nowadays? I would assume they are larger in terms of areas, not just in terms of... Well, I guess it takes much longer to make an area like this than a level in Crash Bandicoot 1. So... you hope I remember where I died, because you for sure don't. I'm pretty... Yeah, I'm pretty confident as well. Gotta be able to taste the pixels. Yeah, exactly. Oh, hello. It's actually not far from here. It should be somewhere over there to the left. But what's annoying me really much right now is that all the snakes now respawn and all the enemies, right? Probably? Maybe the big ones don't respawn. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Hashtag copium. I mean, I would assume that the guy that killed me actually picked up the buckies, right? It's that one, yeah. That was actually him. Was actually not him killing me, but the snakes, right? But I guess it did, you know, most of the work. Animation takes time, also motion capturing and all the 3D art. Yeah, exactly. The reason is not that we get bigger, better games, even though obviously some are bigger, but just because all the visual stuff takes so much more time nowadays, obviously. At least in, you know, like AAA titles, right? I mean, probably also in indie games and stuff, right? But there, obviously, you have much smaller teams, development teams, right? I think I just read the other day that Clair Obscur was actually developed by 30 people, which obviously is not you, but, you know, like, it's kind of funny because the game is just so good, and when playing it, it feels like a AAA title, and it's absolutely not, right? And then voice acting, yeah. But then again, I mean, you can do that mostly in parallel, right? I'm not even sure, actually, if you do voice acting before animating, or if it's afterwards, right? Meaning, I'm not sure if voice actors need to adapt to the animation or the other way around. Probably, right? I'm pretty sure... I'm not sure, but I would assume that the voice actors need to adapt to the animation, not the other way around. It's probably a lot cheaper than having to adapt animations to the exact motions of the voice actor, right? Speaking patterns and stuff. Also, score recorded from an orchestra. Well, I mean, often orchestral music is also not recorded by a live orchestra, but by synthesizers, right? In AAA video games, probably yes, probably by a live, well, not a live orchestra, but by at least people playing the instruments. Pretty sure. You do a rough pass for the animations, then voice recording, then fire pass for animations and lip syncing. That would make sense, I would assume, yeah. I would be interested in knowing more about that, obviously. But yeah, I mean... Actually, I'm not sure. Because you're for sure not doing that for recording voices, voice acting of different languages, of localizations, right? You might be doing that for the original one. But if you have voice actors for different localizations having to deal with the animation and just You know, like... Yeah, but it doesn't have to fit it perfectly, right? Nah, you're right. I don't know. It would be interesting to know, yeah. In Blasphemous 2 and the Factorio DLC had orchestra recordings for their OSTs. Then AAA for sure need live music recording. Are you sure that they did indeed record with an orchestra? So is it like the... Is the respective orchestra... Dang. Credited in the credits? Because that would be impressive. Impressive in terms of I wouldn't know why I would, as an indie game, why I would care. Recording with an actual orchestra, and you can have synth orchestration that normal players won't hear the difference anyways, right? It's documented? Wow. Okay, interesting. Alright, the good news is I don't think there's really a lot to get on the left side. Oh hey look, it's easy enemies. Oh nice. Well now we're down here. You can send me links if you'd like. I mean I believe you. Not the point. I'm just like I'm assuming that costs a shitload of money. But then again, it's the Factorio DLC and Blasphemous 2, right? So I would assume that both of these games, well, the base game of Factorio and probably Blasphemous 1, probably did a lot better than they originally thought that they would do, right? And probably made a lot more money than they thought. So I would assume that they had probably a rather different budget for the second part than the DLC, right? Now the problem is, after dropping down here, I mean, it's nice that we found a new place, but how do I get back to the other place? I would like to know how this connects, or if it connects at all. Just a scientist new, ready to cite sources. Nice. I like that. Oh. That's exactly what they say in those sources. How did I know? It's almost as if it's, you know, kind of common sense. That what? Iosefka tried to make them? What the heck? Oh yeah, that's also what Iosefka used, right? Okay, I didn't trust those. Interesting, like what are those doing here? It's so weird to me. I understand the whole vampire slash werewolf setting and stuff, and then suddenly there's aliens. It's like with the Indiana Jones 4, right? And suddenly aliens. What did I get? Oh yeah, another rune. Now that I think about it, this might also be a thing that we might be getting in Hemwick Charnel Lane then, right? Because it's pretty obvious to me that the game assumes that I have the option to use these at this point. And I think Hemwick Charnel Lane is pretty much the only area I've not been yet that I could access currently. Or I've just missed it at some point, which would be weird. But hey, okay. A secret symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth. The twisted cross means metamorphosis. Rotated anti-clockwise, this rune boosts stamina. The discovery of blood made the dream of evolution is the same as before. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think that this would lead me away from the snakes. And I dropped down here, not gonna lie. It probably leads me back to the snakes now, right? Ahaha. Does it feel like this is gonna go back to the windmill? Maybe. Jacques was right all along. But what if it's aliens? Alex is playing Pseudo Regalia, nice. Huh. Normally it would be like, hey look, a fairy fountain. But this is Bloodborne. But I'm like, hey look, a boss arena. And totally not sus... brackish water. Maybe not the best boss arena. Hey, I can hear another piggy, nice. Go get some ingredients for my smoothies. And the fairy fountain. Alright, but I think we found the place where it loops back to the snake area, right? Okay, okay. I feel like we have been... Dang, there's a shiny up there. Rather thorough. Another exploration of the snake area, I wanted to say, before I saw the shiny up there. Saw the shiny up there. It's not the shinies rising, but our sins. Wasn't it me who told you there was a game where you turn fairies into smoothies? Right. Not really smoothies, it's more like spirits. And yes, there is. It's called Litis Path of Progress. That was indeed me, yes. But yeah, you squash them, so it's basically smoothies, you're right. I didn't expect you to make a reference to that. How do you even get to those shinies? Wow. Ah, there's a... Oh, hey, look, it respawned. Interesting. So we just kill it again, right? I didn't even know what hit it. Yay, blood vials. Guess we can get over this big log here. Get over to the shinies. Right. Well, to one shiny at least. Ooh, Graveguard robe. Yo, new drip just dropped. Fashion! And you didn't even have to call the fashion police. I think they didn't have a hat with it, right? Interesting. Robe of Doris, Graveguard of the Forbidden Woods. Exclamation mark fashion. Exclamation mark fashion. Thank you! Don't you want to look fabulous? Buy, find it, wear it, read it! We're doing that, yes! Okay, thank you! I'm following the orders of the fashion police. Countless bloody ritual tools hang from its back. Willem Defoe kept two loyal servants back at Bergenworth. When they were sent into the labyrinth, they encountered the Eldritch Truth and went mad. One became the password keeper, while Doris became a graveguard of the forest. The password keeper, gatekeeper, the one that the skeleton that we saw at the... Probably not, because we're talking about Bergenworth, right? And Bergenworth also has a password to enter it. Pretty sure we're not at Bergenworth. Both remained loyal even in madness. To be honest, fashion police would not have been able to give directions to this one. Behind the tree, to the left or something. You know, that close where the piggy is, go over the log, and then one of the shinies there. I don't know. Something like that, probably. But it has so bad stats, look at that. But it's the first time we get something with a little color. Actually, we also have the doll clothes. The doll clothes. Clothes! Oh my god. Which are a little bit colorful, right? Covered in the blood of untidy rituals. Okay. Wait, am I? Oh, I wasn't wearing the lantern. They call it fashion, they don't call it protection. True. But I would love it if they could combine the two. Dang, I cannot get to that shiny from down here. Oh. That was a one-way log. Okay. Hey, snakies. Should lead back to, yes, the fairy fountain, right. Wait, is there a second one? Well, I guess we have to walk into the fairy fountain and see what happens, right? If anything happens. I have lots of buckies. It seems to just be a fairy fountain. Doesn't restore my HP though, unfortunately. Non-lore accurate fairy fountain. Ugh, I can hear more snakes. Are they looking my way? They are looking my way. Hey, we both missed each other. Isn't that nice? Isn't it nice when two people miss each other? And then, you know, like, hit each other. Meet each other. Again. Yeah, obviously we haven't explored that whole area yet. But in hopes of lamp or shortcut or both. Ah, shortcut. Nice. Okay, so this is back at the original windmill, right? That's a convoluted shortcut, though. I don't think there's a lamp nearby, right? Oh, you can go right from the lamp down the shortcut over the bridge and then over here, right? Okay. You want to bring back my buckies? And then have another look at let's see. Yeah, let's bring home the buckies. And just run past those guys, right? Sure, if I want to have another look at previous area. I mean, that looked like a dead end, right? So I'm assuming I have to go back anyways, because there's also the other shortcut that we have yet to unlock that leads to the... does not open from this side gate. Alright, let's level up, have a talk with NPCs, I feel. Get some more blood. Maybe I just want to call it here. Oh, I think I don't want to actually continue in the area, but we might have a look at Uden Tomb. Because obviously,
Welcome home, good hunter.
Melnek kinda nudged me to go there, even though Hunter must Hunt told me to not go there, right?
Very well. Let me
Well, no,
stand
the only thing you
close.
did is ask me if I wasn't
I'll shut
curious
my
about what's happening there. And obviously I am curious. I even already almost went there last time, right? So... stamina points feel so wasted. Look at how few stamina how little stamina we get. I mean, it is 2% each, which is basically the same as we get HP. Oh, actually, we do get fewer HP now. So I guess we did reach a threshold, right? It was 33 before, like 3%, and now it's 2% as it seems. But the same as for stamina. All right, let's go to 20 stamina then. 20 endurance. Then I like having round numbers, so maybe we do 15 strength next and then 20 skill or something like that. Before we go back into vitality. Depending, of course, you know, like, if we don't find any enemies that two-shot us. Maybe we do go back into HP first, I don't know.
Farewell, good. May you find.
Then again, since we hit the first threshold, nah. Might be another one at some point, right? Have diminished returns now. Are you holding a notebook? I've actually looked at that. But I don't need to try and buy something now that I spent all my buckies anyways, right? Haha. Because I don't want to end up like last time and, you know, like, end up spending another 1.5 hours or whatever in an area before I found another shortcut, right? But also feel like I can keep going for a little more. So let's have a talk to the NPCs, and then have a look at the Tomb of Odin. Feel free to change fashion. Yeah, don't worry. I am feeling free as a bird. I'm currently fine with running around with this. We could go back to the original one though, right? Or to the... No, the Tomb Prospector. The Tomb Prospector attire is now the gear we need to explore Chalice dungeons with, right? I guess we can go back to the original one. I just love this one. There's really bad arcane protection though. Although I have no idea if we actually have encountered any enemies that attack us for arcane damage yet. Well, probably Iosefka and the other aliens, right? Haha, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, let's do some talking to the many NPCs that are still alive that we have in this area, right? Are you still saying the same? Still being very worried about, hey, look, someone attacked and killed old grandma over there. Who could that have been?
Oh, there you are. Not too safe here. But I'm not of no better place to go. Back for more of my blood.
Kinda.
Oh, good. Come close, dear. I'm always happy to help.
I was wondering if, you know, something would change.
Oh, hello. Sorry, dear. I've only so...
After we did actually use her blood in combat. And if something will change, you know, if we keep getting blood from her. Huntermost Hund is gone. Well, okay, let's head over to the Tomb of Odin. And see what's happening there. Now they're not there telling us to not go to Tomb of Odin anymore, right? So guess we're free to go now. Didn't check if we could actually now teleport over there, because last time when I tried accidentally teleporting there, we weren't able to do so, right? Jesus. Oh, this sound effect every single time gets me. Might also obviously be that we might have missed our chance. to witness whatever might have been happening here. And progress that NPC's story. Huh. Maybe we did miss our chance, or maybe they're gonna be sitting at some tree trunk waiting for me to talk to them. Hmm. There's a lot of dead bodies around. I'm not sure if that was the case before. But I guess, you know, like, Papa G wasn't really known for holding himself back, right? It might have been him killing all of these. Oh. We might have missed that chance. Or there simply wasn't anything to be seen here from the beginning. I already got that shiny. Hey. Interesting. Not what I expected. Over here seems to be just the same as always. Okay, well, that's disappointing. Let me check real quick if we can go up here from the hunter stream now, right? Because if we can, then I'm pretty sure we probably missed an event that we could have witnessed here. Which is boo, obviously. But then again, we did what the hunter Masun told us, so... Who knows? Maybe we did something good. And maybe something bad would have happened. Oh, now I can't teleport, okay. Well, I guess we missed it then. Okay, anything else we still have to do or could still do? Doesn't probably take a long time. I mean, we could go back to Old Yarnam and try fighting the Gatling gun guy, right? Now that we're kind of strong up, but I don't really want to fight another hunter today. I think we might just call it a stream then. I don't want to go past midnight today. I mean, it's not nearly midnight, it's 11:10, right? But I know that if I go back to the Snakehead area now, I would most likely have to go on for another hour or so, right? I don't feel having a look into a nightmare would do us anything. Yeah, I think we're just gonna call it here. Bit of a short stream, but hey, whatever, right? It's 11:10 and it's Sunday, so it's Monday tomorrow. I guess people will have to work. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is where we're gonna call this day stream episode, whatever you want to call it, of Gilganos playing Bloodborne. We will be continuing this next week. Well, this week. Not yet sure exactly when. because this week new Final Fantasy 14 patch dropped, and it might be that we're doing stuff sometime, and I don't know when, and etc. etc. So it might either be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I will, as soon as I know it. I hope I'll know more tomorrow evening, and then I will just put it up in the live section of the channel, YouTube channel. Right, you will see it there with the exact date that I'm planning to stream on. What I can say for with a high probability, we will be for sure, with a high probability, sorry, not for sure, with a high probability, be continuing afterwards on next Sunday as well. I don't currently have any reason to assume that we could not be streaming next Sunday. So there should be 2 streams coming this week. One during the week, either Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I would try to do it on Wednesday as usual, but it might be that I have something else there, right? So I'm probably gonna move it forward or backwards. Probably rather backwards. I'm assuming it's gonna be Wednesday or Thursday, because I'm pretty sure Valnek, you're still on hiatus, right? So I'm not gonna run the risk of streaming simultaneously with you on Thursdays. It's probably gonna be Wednesdays or Thursdays, and then again on Sunday. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. It doesn't matter if you've been watching live, if you're watching the VOD, if you have been participating in chat or not. It's all equally appreciated as long as you're having fun. I was having a lot of fun today. That was good. Chalice Dungeon was easier than I expected. Well, actually not. Actually, no. It was pretty much as I expected. Challenging, but like not too hard. Not too easy. It was good. Well, actually, the bosses were rather easy, but I guess that's to be expected for the first Chalice Dungeon, right? I might have overshot, like the point a little where I am. I feel like last time when we went in there, I was a little too weak, and now I was maybe a little overleveled. But in the end, it was fine, right? And then what else did we do? Oh yeah, we actually got... I did not expect to get back to Iosefka's clinic through the poisonous swamp in the Forbidden Woods. That's actually a level design moment. Oh my god. Like, I would never have expected for that cave to connect back to Iosefka's clinic. That's actually really cool. And as I said, I'm a bit sad that we actually found that, because I would have... Well, I'm gonna figure it out at some point, because at some point I'm for sure gonna watch other people's playthroughs and also, YouTube videos about what happens if you don't kill Grandma and if you don't kill Iosefka that early, right? I feel like we might have encountered more people that we could have sent to her later on. And yeah, the snake area. I might go through that area again off stream to get the one shiny that we were missing, right? Maybe if I feel like it. Because I'm really not a fan of that area, but yeah. And then next time we're most likely gonna continue from where we just left off with the one shortcut. And then see if there's an end to the snakes at some point. And I think I do want to head over to Hemwick Journal Lane next time as well. Even if we would find just another lamp and then could continue on in the snake area. Like just jump in between them maybe. And see what's going on in Hemwick Journal Lane. Because I keep having the feeling I'm missing something with the memory altar, right? I'm 100%, 99.9% sure at this moment that I could have the ability to use these memory Carol runes and stuff, right? Because it doesn't make no sense for me that the game is throwing them at me with me not having the ability to do so. So what I am curious about is if I go over to Hemwick Charnel Lane and don't find any runes there, it would imply to me that I might get the ability to work with the runes in Hemwick Charnel Lane, right? And that it was kind of expected to go there first before we actually head down the gate to where we just were now. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe you want to do that first next time before we actually continue on in Snakehead area. And just see if we can find the Carol runes somewhere there. Because we have found like 4 today or 5. So if you also find some in Hemwick Charnel Lane without the ability to have a memory altar, my thinking would be that I must have missed it somewhere else in the game right before. Yeah, maybe we'll just go to Hemwick Charnel Lane next time. Because I could have gone there before defeating Vicar Amelia, right? Which obviously you have to do to go down to the gate and go through the gate and get into the Forbidden Woods. Yeah, maybe I'm doing things out of order. Yeah, but that's for next time. So see you then. Balnek, I'm sure you're still on hiatus, right? So I cannot give you a shout out. Well, I can give you a channel a shout out, I guess. Twitch.tv/Valnek, right? Playing lots of Metroidvanias and other indie games, also Souls games. Well, currently not because he's played all of them, right? I think you still have to play Lies of P. Maybe he's gonna play Lies of P at some point, right? Etc. Etc. So yeah, head over to Valnek, give him a follow on his Twitch channel, and then I hope to see you on Wednesday or Thursday or Sunday, or all of them, right? Who knows? I'll be on vacation starting Thursday. Ooh, which means I really need to. Need to hope to be able to stream on Wednesday, right? Or maybe Tuesday. Okay. So I will try to be streaming on Wednesday, and if I couldn't make it on Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. Alright? See you then, hopefully. Have a look at... Not have a look, just watch my channel. Usually, if you are following... Not following, is it called follow? If you're subscribed to my channel, you should see the impression popping up on your feed anyways, right? Once I set it up and have a set date for the next stream, so I'm sure you will not miss it if you try looking for it. Alright, have a nice rest of your Sunday, a nice 54 minutes rest of Sunday, at least where I'm living here in Central Europe, right? Maybe your Sunday is a lot longer. And then a good start in the week. Till then, take care, and bye-bye.